I gotta keep the faith. This time we gon' really do it for the black race. This time we gon' really do it for the black race. This time we gon' really do it, seek a better way. Gotta keep the faith. I gotta keep the faith. This time we gon' really do it for the black race.
Yeah, we here right now. Y'all already know who it is. It's King George, the owner of T.Y.I Productions, the curator of Black 31 magazine. I'm here right now with Mr. Kraf Sheezy, man. This guy is a community level guy. He's an artist. Man, tell us, who is Mr. Kraf Sheezy?
Hey y'all, what's going on, world? It's your boy Kraf Sheezy, aka Rashad Hobson, Philly's next artist, you know what I mean? Creator Minds Group Philly, you know what I mean? Legends, man. When it comes to this Philly stuff, we legends, man. So I just want to take the time out to thank Black 31 magazine for this exclusive interview. My man King George, man, he know what it comes to for that exclusive content, and everybody tap in and tune in. We here. Philly.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, man, to get into the artist side of it, man, where did the inspirations come from?
Oh man, for me, growing up in Southwest Philly, man, being around a bunch of legends, man, 9 Brigade, E-Ness, Schoolie D, Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince, man, like those guys paved the way for me, you know what I mean? So being as though we all from one side of the Philly, I just had to spark my pen and my bag and start getting right to it, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man.
Shout out to E-Ness, shout out to the Philly too.
Shout out to Philly, man. Shout out to everybody in Philly doing their thing, straight up.
You already know. Now, as inspirations, like, who's some of your favorite artists that, you know, shaped your artistry? Who's some of your favorite artists, your top 5?
That's a good question, George, too. That's a good question. I'm going to say first, Will, I'm going to say Smith, you know what I mean? Because Will, like, growing up, he had that, like, people always were trying to say that Will was different, but he was intellectual, you know what I mean? He didn't really have to use no profanity in his music and stuff like that. All the stuff that set people aside from the urban culture, like, you ain't got to be, you know what I mean, using profanity and stuff to get your point across. So Will, that always inspired me about Smith, you know what I mean? Your intellect. So that's why I try to use my intellect and my pen to how to be able to describe things and current events that's going on in the field, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Besides Will, who the other top 5? Who the other people that's in the top 5?
Wow. I'm gonna take it back in the day. Cool C.
Thank you.
I'm taking it back in the day. Cool C.
Yeah.
Schoolie D. Schoolie D.
Yeah, Schoolie.
Schoolie D. See, that was Ness. I mean Ness, yes. I mean Ness, man, because Ness, he started out way before I got off the steps.
Absolutely. Ness is mad lyrical. What's one of your favorite Ness joints?
My favorite Ness tracks, man, it gotta be My Hood, you know, because we from the same hood, but that joint My Hood, that joint was cool. That beat was crazy on that joint too.
No doubt.
Shout out to Ness.
Do you have any new projects?
Actually, I do. Next month, June 21st, first day of summer, I'm dropping UFO EP.
Okay.
I mean, so be aware for that. That's on the way a month. And that joint will be on all platforms. And I put a lot of work in that joint. Like, I pushed it back like 2 times, but just to make sure that the work is finished and accurate on what the world wants to hear.
Absolutely. Now, are you allowed to say the couple features? Do you got some special features on this album?
Actually, I do. I actually got Miss Chocolate, my partner from Creator Minds. I brought her back out, so Miss Chocolate's gonna make a guest appearance on this EP. Mandy Hippie, she's gonna make a little feature on my joint, and I got Dominique Patrick from The Voice gonna be appearing. Bruno Brinks on YHM will be on there. Frost BBM, Celebrity Cameraman. Man, it's a bunch of people that's gonna be on this joint contributing to this project.
You've been moving, bro. I see that you've been moving.
Yeah, I appreciate
that.
I
respect it, brother. I truly respect it. So as community level, I see that you've been doing a lot of things with the youth.
Yes.
So explain that. What are you doing right now with the youth right now?
Okay, right now, YSBA, Youth Streetball Association League, that's me. We organized a little you know, a little basketball league for the kids, a little urban development, so they can, you know, kids can stay out of trouble and stuff like that. Keep them, you know what I mean, playing with each other and stuff and doing the right thing. So actually, last summer we started, you know what I mean, it's like 1 year later, we're going to do the second annual, so the anticipation on it picked up, so we got a lot of sponsors as well. So all the kids, they right, we getting uniforms, everything, we getting everything together for this second annual George coming up. It's going to kick off next month, beginning of June.
Wow, bro, and I respect that. Now, I see how that corresponds with your artistry too, because you mentioned Will Smith. And Will Smith, you know, he was always one of the biggest artists that was giving back to the children, always showing love, they had the curse and everything. And now you do something that you corresponds with some of your greatest, you know, your greatest inspiration. So I respect that.
Thank you, I appreciate that, man.
That's some love.
Yeah.
Seriously, bro.
Listen, man, it's all about, you know what I mean, culture, captivating the culture, building them up, and just letting them know that you can make it if you want. There's a way out.
Yes.
You gotta utilize your mind and your resources as well.
Absolutely.
And anything you can put your mind to, you can do it. You can achieve it, man.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Real rap, George. Straight up, man.
Absolutely, bro. I respect it. I respect it. Black Magazine, man, and for your feature. Now, I just want to know, sometimes I haven't asked everybody this, but what were your first thoughts when I asked you to be a part of Black 31 Magazine?
Wow, that's a good question, George. First of all, I was honored. It was truly honored to be even thought about. You know, I'm getting recognized for a magazine article. That's one, because that's a big step in anyone's career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was just an honor, a privilege to share my story with the world of Black Magazine. And just inspiring, just giving people hope, because that's what my story is, just to sell people hope. That anything, like I said, you can put your mind to, you work hard for, you can achieve it, man. And you go on with the rewards from it eventually.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man.
That's love, man. That's love, man. That's love. Getting back into the artist side, writing-wise, did you develop writing at an early age, writing some of your music, or was it shaped through other artists, or did you have some, inspiration in your life, like siblings to help you write? How did you come up with that writing form?
But to be honest, I always write my own lyrics and stuff since I was about 12 years old. You know what I mean? Since 1999, 1998, that's when I first, put the pen to the pad. And I always inspired me. I always knew that my mind was intellectual and I could write, some certain stuff that's real, that's relatable, and stuff that people really be like, wow, this will really live that. People that really know me and grew up with me and stuff like that. So it's like everything was hands-on, man. Like nothing was put together, with all hands-on journeys, trials and tribulations, you know what I mean? That shaped my penmanship, basically, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Now, in the early 2000s growing up, who was some of the artists that you was working with that was around you?
Oh man, major figures, Philly's Most Wanted, B.L.A.C.K, some state popular members.
Yeah.
Mostly people that, like I said, came before me and paved their way. They had me, you know what I mean, and all this and stuff like that. So, but like I said, them major cats like that, they were the ones that really shaped me into my artistry that made me perfect my craft. Being around these guys and those moguls at an early age. So that right there inspired me from back then in 2000, we talking about early 2000.
That's love, man. That's love.
Yeah. Shout out to them guys too. Shout out to them guys.
Absolutely.
Shout out to them guys.
You already know, man. Early 2000s, Philly, you already know. I know you remember Black and Nobel. See, Black and Nobel, that was the joint now. That moved from Arietta, used to be on Brooklyn area. That was a staple in the community. And I was kind of upset that it moved from the place. Now, even though they reopened, they revamped, and they down South Street, I appreciate that right now. What was some of the things that you appreciated about Black and Nobel?
Oh man, like where do I begin at? First of all, they was giving people the opportunity to promote their brand in their establishment. That's for one. A lot of people, out here back in those times wasn't doing that because, whatever the criteria was, or, certain people wasn't really allowed to, do certain stuff like that. Back then they used to call it loitering and stuff like that. You're supposed to be where you're supposed to be prohibited and stuff like that. But back no more, they really turned the ante up a little bit and started doing things differently for the culture. strictly for the culture, you know what I mean? Giving people the opportunities and the chances to become somebody that showcase their work and their time. And for the ones that was writing books, you know, the authors, you know what I mean? And putting their stories into this establishment. So that was a big thing that Black Moon did for Philadelphia itself. Giving people the opportunity to spread their work around. You know what I mean? And use their platform.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And man, some of the books was highly community level. To be honest with you, I had my first book signing there.
Congratulations on that.
It was 2018, but it was down South Street, it was down 410 South Street.
Okay.
That's when they had that division.
Right. That's exactly what I said.
And that was a good joint too. That was a good. It was man. He had so many different vendors there that was just community level, giving back.
Sure.
Making sure that you had the right clothing, sneakers, or anything that you need. The whole vendorship. It was kind of like a high-end flea market a little bit.
Absolutely.
But it was good for
absolutely. I definitely understand that.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
So you already know. We all come from the streets of Philly. What was some of the things that you had to go through just growing up that helped shape your craft? Besides the music level, just the street level.
Oh man, a lot of disappointments, a lot of quarrels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of bad and a lot of bad decisions. You know when I was younger. Coming from being the youngest standpoint of my life. A lot of dead ends, stuff like that. Nobody is exempt from. Yeah. We all human, but those things shape me to revamp the little plans. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta go through a roadblock to change your plan and how you think.
Absolutely.
So them things helped me greatly as a team coming up because it shaped me into the artist that I am today that everyone sees. Okay. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm at today with it. You know what I mean? That was a good question, George.
Now I got a question. How did you come up with the name Kraf Sheezy? How did you come up with that?
You know what? I think everybody be wanting to know that, man. Actually, I got that name from my block. One of my biggest brothers. He called me as a nickname because he's like, I'm crafty, like, you know what I mean? Like, I always on a basketball court, like, they always like, he crafty, man, with his, man, we need him. So that's where it really came from, the moniker Kraf Sheezy. And my block called me Shy, but they call me Sheezy. You know what I mean? Because I'm for Sheezy, you know what I mean? So I just put that with that, and you go there and Kraf Sheezy, here I am.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
As I'm starting to understand your story more and more, I see how everything corresponds with one another. You grew up playing ball, so you went to the youth playing ball.
Exactly.
And then even your music, even with the Will Smith, he played basketball, and then he came back to the youth through his music. So man, everything coming together, man. I respect that, brother. I respect that,
George.
Seriously, man. What are some things that you have to say to young brothers now in the community that can help them out with staying away from the streets?
First, always be yourself. Always give yourself a chance. Always know that it's a better tomorrow.
Yes.
Even if today is frustrating, tomorrow can be way better than today is. Mm-hmm. And always follow your dreams, be passionate, and be consistent. Consistency is the key. To me, that's one of the major keys of success. It's consistency. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. As long as you're being relevant and you're being seen, you want to make it.
Yes,
you're going to make it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Consistency is key, bro.
It's the top key to me.
Consistency.
It's the top key, man.
And you can see that through your work, man. I checked you out on Instagram, and just to see your work, I said, damn, man, this dude is moving. He's running this person, that person, city council, this person, that person, rapper, this person. I said, damn, this dude is working like you. But I'm like, damn, he's moving.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about it, man. It's about consistency. Keep on pushing, keep on moving. And next thing you know, the doors open up.
Doors will open up for you. Voila, open sesame, as you say.
Absolutely. And opportunities start coming.
Absolutely.
And man, the opportunity is endless.
Endless opportunities, man. When you put one foot in front of the other, endless opportunities, George, like you said.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Respect that, man. Totally, bro. So we want to get into more community level things. Your brand as one. You said YSBL?
YSBAL.
YSBAL. this brand as community level, what ages are you allowed to join this, to join the YSBL?
Okay, being as though as now, this is the second year that we're doing this event, so I really started from ages 5 to 14.
Okay.
So anywhere from age 5 to 14, anybody you can submit, and be a part of it. We have tryouts. We have 2 weeks worth of tryouts every time, every annual season. So like I said, age 5 to 14, anybody's welcome. They can come down, to the B.L.A.C.K Center and stuff like that. And that's normally where we have our tryouts at. So anybody, we accepting anybody, in the Philadelphia region area and stuff, y'all can come down.
Yes.
Be a part of something great that we got going on down here with the youth. And I'm not turning away nobody. All is welcome from age 5 to 14. Come down, give yourself a try.
Okay, see, age 5 to 14, come down, try out. And where is that?
Right here on the B.L.A.C.K Center off of 65th Jefferson, the B.L.A.C.K Community Center. We always here to help and tons of resources for you guys.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, brother. That's a resource, community type level, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Giving back to the kids. And this is the way for young children to stay out of trouble. They developing the skill, they developing art. Some of them even got the skill already. They need push and motivation from a brother like this. Any closing remarks? Anything that you would like to?
I want to say to all my fans that stood out with me throughout time, endless time, from then to now. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate King George, Black 31 Magazine, for giving me the chance to tell my story, that it all be known and all that. In Philadelphia, the tri-state area, America, I love y'all. Tap in.
Absolutely. Where can the people find you?